Shalom, shalom. We continue in Maseches Taanis. We are on Daf Tes Amud Beis on 9b. We are 7 lines in from the top, and we continue related to what we were learning on the bottom of previous Amud at 9a regarding a mefarnes, a person who gives parnasa or davens for parnasa for the rabbim. Can it be given on account of a single person? So we continue now with Reish Lakish opinion. Reish Lakish also held that what? He held that matar b'shvil yachid, that rain can come on behalf of a single person. Now we said yesterday that parnasa can only come on account of the rabbim, right? And there was a whole discussion whether parnasa can come on behalf of for a single person or not. And this is the second time that we have a connection between parnasa and matar, and rain or geshem in this Masechta, and the first one appears on Beis Amud Beis. If anybody can tell me what the context is, I'd be very impressed. It's at the very top of the Amud if you want to look it up. But that's the challenge, to look that up and tell me what that's referring to. But nevertheless, we continue in our spot here on Tes Amud Beis. That matar b'shvil yachid, that rain can come for a single person. Damar Reish Lakish, as Reish Lakish said, Minayin l'matar b'shvil yachid. How do we know that rain can come for a single person? Dichsiv, as it says in the pasuk, Shalom Hashem matar be'es malkush. We can ask for Hashem for rain during the time of the malkush, which is the later rains. Hashem osa chazizim. Hashem will make chazizim. The Gemara is going to explain what that means. Umatar geshem yitin lahem, and he will and give rain to them, showers of rain. Leish, to a man, esev basadeh, to grass in the field. So yachol lakol. So that was the pasuk. Yachol lakol. I might have thought when everybody needs rain, that's when Hashem brings rain. Talmud lomer la'ish. The pasuk says to a man, to a single person. So it implies that a single person can get rain for himself. Tanya was also taught in the Brisa ila'ish. If the Torah said la'ish, to the man, yachol lechol sadosav, maybe to all of one person's fields, meaning maybe the rain would not fall, would fall for a single person, but only for all of his fields. If all of his fields need rain, only then will the rain fall for that one person. Talmud Lomar Sadeh. Therefore, the pasuk said Sadeh, one field in the singular. And Ilis Isadeh, if the Torah had only said Sadeh, Yachol Lechol HaSadeh, maybe I would have thought for the entire single field, that's the only time the rain comes. Talmud Lomar Esev. So the Torah says grass. So even a single blade of grass needs rain. That's enough for Hashem to answer a tefillah to bring rain to a single person. Kihad Rav Daniel Bar Katina. This is like Rav Daniel Bar Katina. He had a certain garden, and Kol Yoma Hava Azil V'Sayerla. Every single day he would go and check his field. Amar, and he would say, Ha Mishra Bayamaya. This particular row, this patch of my garden, this needs water. V'ha Mishra Lo Bayamaya. And this other patch doesn't need water. Vasa Mitra, and then the rain would fall. The Kamash Kol Echad Demi Bayamaya, and it would water every part of the field that needed rain. And this was the tefillos of Daniel Bar Katina, and how well they would be answered. So now the Gemara is going to focus on another part of the pasuk we just quoted, and it's going to ask what that means. My Hashem osa chazizim. What does it mean that Hashem makes chazizim? Amar Rav Yossi Bar Chanina says, Melamit kol tzadik v'tzadik. It teaches that every single tzadik, Kadosh Baruch Hu osa lo chaziz b'fnei atzmo. Hashem makes a chaziz for that one person. And my chazizim, what are chazizim? Amar Rav Yehuda. Rav Yehuda explains they're parchos. The chazizim are parchos, and the Gemara is going to explain what parchos are. Amar Rav Yochanan says, Siman lematar parchos. That when you see parchos, it's a sign that it's about to rain. My parchos, what are parchos? Amar Rav Papa. Rav Papa explains, Iva klisha tuta iva smichta. It's a very thick cloud that's above a very thin cloud. Amar Rav Yehuda. And Rav Yehuda says, Nahila mikame mitra asi mitra. When we have very, very thin drizzle before rain, it means that more rain is going to come. And basar mitra, if there's very thin rain after it rains, pasik mitra, that means the rain is about to stop. Mikame mitra, ase mitra, before, if there's drizzling before rain, that means big rain is about to come. The simanach mahulta, and the siman, the reminder, the mnemonic, remember this, is a sieve where when you shake it, first very small pieces come out. Pieces of flour, and then when you continue shaking, large clumps of flour start falling through. That implies that first it's going to start drizzling, and then big heavy rain is going to fall after. And the basar mitra, psik mitra, that after rain, the rain stops. V'simanach charya de easy, and the sign to remember is literally the pooping of the goats. The first, they have a big movement, a lot of poop comes through, and then it starts drizzling through. That is the after the rain, and then it stops. Ula ikla Bavel. Ula went to Bavel. And this formulation, this way of the Gemara beginning a story, happens many times throughout Shas. That Ula ikla Bavel. Ula went to Bavel, and he saw something, or he did something, met someone, and the Gemara tells a story relevant to that Amud in that land. So Ula ikla Bavel. Ula went to Bavel. Chaza Parchos, and he saw these Parchos. He saw these kinds of clouds. Amar Lahu, and he said, Panu Mani the hashta semitra, says take away or put the vessels inside the house because it's about to start raining heavy. Heavy rain is coming. L'sof lo asimitra, and in the end the rain did not come. Amar, and he says kihechi de mishaki bavlai, since these Babylonians are liars, hachi mishakri mitrayu. Also the rain in Bavel lies as well. The rain takes the lead from the people who lie and gives us the sign which should portend that rain is coming. No, it's really lying because people here are big liars. It's a very interesting story. Ula went to Bavel. Another story. Chazi mali tzina de tamre bezuza. He saw that a whole basket full of dates was only one zuz, which was very cheap. Amr, and he says mali tzina de duvsha bezuza. He says a whole basket of honey for a single zuz. Vablai lo askiba raisa. And these Babylonians are not learning Torah. How could that be? Belelia tsaruhu. So that night he had lots of pain. Apparently he ate a lot of dates, and he had a lot of stomach pains. Amar, and he says, Malitzina de sakina bazuza, a full basket of knives only cost me one zuz. Vavla askibo raisa, and even so, the Babylonians somehow find a way to learn Torah. So in the end, he took his criticism and turned it into a compliment in this way. We continue. Tani, we learned in a brayso. Rabbi Eliezer says, Kol ha'olam kulo mimimi okainus ushota, that the entire world drinks from the waters of the ocean, meaning that all the water, all the rain that comes into any part of the world, at one point came from the ocean. Shinamar, as it says, ve'eja aleh min haaretz vehishkez kol pnei hadama, that a cloud will rise from the ground and water the entire face of the earth. Amar Rabbi Yeshua said to him, V'halo mimimi okainus meluchanein, isn't the ocean water very salty? So how could it be? If rain comes from the ocean, how rain should taste very salty, and it's not. Rain is very clear and delicious. So Amar Lo, and so Rabbi Eliezer said to him, Mamtikin ba'avim, that the water gets sweetened in the clouds, which is kind of interesting because when water evaporates, the salt gets left behind. Salt is too heavy to rise up in the air as water vapor does, and the vapor goes up, it goes into the clouds. Clouds get heavy and it rains. So there is some kind of process of sweetening of the water that happens through the evaporation process through the clouds. Obviously, the salt is not purified by the cloud itself, but it is an interesting idea. Interesting that the Gemara, obviously, which knew much less about this process than we do now, was onto some kind of similar idea. Rabbi Yeshua, though, has a different opinion. Rabbi Yeshua says, Kol ha'olam kolav, the entire world, mimayim ha'elyonin hushoteh, they drink from the waters that are in the heavens. Shinamar, as it says, L'matar hashemayim tishtemayim, that the rain of the heavens will drink water. From the rains of the heaven you will drink water. So Elamani Mekayim, what can I establish? How do I understand the pasuk of that Rabbi Eliezer quoted, Ve'ed ya'alim ha'aretz, that a cloud will go up from the ground. Malamed, it teaches us Sha'ananim Niskabrim Va'olim Lirakia, teaches you that the clouds are strong and they rise in the sky. Uposchem pihim kanod, and they open their mouths like a bottle. Umekablim me matar, and they take in the water of the rain. Shinamar, as it says, Yizaku matar leido, or leido. He pour in rain to his cloud. And the pasuk continues, Uminokvos hein kikivra, and they are punctured like a sieve, and that's how the rain falls through the holes in those clouds. Ulaos umechashros mayim algabe karka, and then they slowly sprinkle the water onto the face of the earth. Shneimer, as it says, chashvat mayim Ave Sechakim, that a chashrad of water, which is like a distilling of water, Ave Sechakim, through the thick clouds of the sky. Ve'in bein tipa latipa ella kemalinima, and there's only a very thin hair's breadth of distance between one raindrop and another raindrop. To teach you that the day of rain is as great as the day that Shemayim and Aretz were created, that heaven and earth were created. It says, and we had this similar juxtaposition of psukim on the very first daf, I think on Beis Amud Beis. He does things beyond any understanding. And it also says, Hanosein matar al pnei aretz, who gives rain to the face of the earth. And it says later, Halo yudatem lo shemata, haven't you heard, don't you know? Elokei ha'olam, Hashem ein cheker l'svinasa, that Hashem, the God of the world, there is no cheker to his understanding. So the juxtapositions of the word cheker and cheker regarding rain, cheker regarding the creation of the world, and therefore we make the juxtaposition that rain is like the creation of the world. Kaman azlaha, and it's like the following opinion, Dichsiv, as we learned in the Torah, in the pasuk in Tehillim, Mashke harim me'al yosav, that we drink, the mountains drink from the upper heavens. Rav Yochanan says, Ma'al Yosef Shel Kadosh Baruch Hu, the upper heavens of Hashem. Kiman, who is this going like? Rabbi Yeshua. This is according to the opinion of Rabbi Yeshua, who holds that the world gets water from the heaven, not from the ocean. That was Rabbi Eliezer. Rabbi Yeshua held water comes from heaven and from a storehouse in Shemayim. Rabbi Eliezer, and according to Rabbi Eliezer, how does he understand the same pasuk? Kivan desalki lihasam, since the water travels from the ocean up to the heavens, mashke ma'al yosav karilu. It's considered as if it comes from that source itself, even though really in reality it comes from the ocean. Since we see it coming from heaven, it's called the rains coming from heaven. Because if you don't say this, avak va'afar min hashemayim hechim mishkachas lav. The same pasuk says that powder, that dust and dirt come from Shemayim, and hechim mishkachas lav. Where do we find such a thing? It's never such a thing. Dust and dirt comes from the ground. So how can the same pasuk say that dust and dirt come from the heaven? But since the dust flies up and creates these kinds of windstorms with a bunch of sandstorms, since it seems like the dust is coming down because it gets thrown up and then goes down, Min hashemayim karle. It's called Min hashemayim. It's called from the heaven, even though it's not really coming from heaven. Hachanami here also, given the Salki Lasam, since the water goes up there, Me aliyosav karila. It's called from the upper heavens. And that's the reason why, even though really it comes from the ocean. And that's how Rabbi Eliezer understands that pasuk. Kiman azla the Amar Rabbi Chanina. This is like the opinion of Rabbi Chanina, as he said, Kones kaned mehayam nosein botzos tehomos, that he gathers kaned, like a heap, all the waters of the yam, nosein botzos tehomos. He puts them in the storehouses in the deep storehouses. Botzos tehomos, the deep storehouses. So what does this pasuk mean? Mi garam l'otzros sheyismalu bar. Who causes what causes the storehouses to fill with grain? Tehomos, the depths. Meaning to say that the water from the depths rises up to the heaven and it rains onto the world, and that's what causes the grain to grow and that to go into the storehouses. So really the otzros, the storehouses, are filled because of the water in the tehomos. And this is a long process, but this is where it all, if you trace it back to the original place, this is where it all comes from. And Rabbi Eliezer, this is like Rabbi Eliezer. As we said, Rabbi Eliezer holds that the whole world drinks water that comes originally from the ocean. Rabbi Yeshua, and according to Rabbi Yeshua, how does he understand the same pasuk? Hahu, this refers, Bibriyaso Shel Olam. This refers to the creation of the world. So it's not an ongoing process of water going from the depths all the way down, but really we're talking about the Tehom in Bereshis Perek Aleph, where the water, the Mayim al Pnei Tehom, and that is what that pasuk is referring to. not an ongoing process nowadays. So everybody, according to their opinion, has been understood. And that is our Amud for today. I hope that was clear, and hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful